Patients oftentimes ask, what can I do at home to help myself? What can I do to help create more flexibility, get my range of motion going in the right direction? What can I do? Well, tonight we're going to share 3 very simple stretches that each and every one of you can do at home. In fact, whether you're an adult, child, it doesn't matter whether you're a chiropractic patient or not. You're able to do these very simple stretches to offset some of the really not so good things that each and every one of us do every single day. I'm Dr. Joseph Baker from the Limerick Chiropractic Center, and we're going to be solving some problems tonight. Because if you sit, if you happen to use a computer or use your cell phone, or unfortunately work out in the gym incorrectly, the likelihood is you're doing things to your body that need to be reversed. So as we review these 3 exercises, we're going to talk about some of those things that maybe you're doing at home to help cause yourself a problem and why you should be doing these exercises. Now the first one, super simple. It's called a cat-cow. For many of you, you've heard of this before. Some of you have practiced this before, but you know what? The wonderful thing is all you need is the floor. Now today, I'm going to be practicing these and demonstrating these to you on our adjusting table. One of the things I want you to recognize is for some, it's not real easy getting on and off the floor. But we can use our bed, we can use different things in order to make sure that we're accomplishing this. Now as we do this, what we want to do is we want to make sure that we're very gently and slowly going through a range of motion, stretching our body out. And the first thing is a cat position. We're going to be arching our back, and as we arch our back, we're going to be bringing our chin down to our chest, and then that cow position. We're going to be really creating that sway back, and as we do it, we're going to bring our head all the way up. And we want to go very slowly back and forth. We want to feel that great stretch. We want to feel that uncomfortableness. Now the second one, which we get to roll right into, is what's called a thread the needle. This is a wonderful exercise, and regardless of where you start from, it doesn't matter. So as you're on all fours, all you're going to do is you're going to take your hand and you're going to bring it in front of your chest underneath your arm. Now for some, unfortunately, we sit an awful lot at desks. And as we do so, we start hunching forward. That cat-cow, that starts stretching this out. But as we do the thread the needle, we're going to continue that stretch and create that rotation in our chest and in our upper back. So we're simply going to bring our arm through, we're going to hold it there at the end, and then we're going to come back. Now granted, we're only demonstrating these to one side, but we're going to do them to both sides. As you do this, you're going to be able to stretch farther and farther. Ideally, we want to go as far as possible, maintaining this great position. Now for some, they're going to extend this. They're going to do that sunrise position where they're going to open their chest up all the way in the other direction. And then they're going to come all the way through. Now, the very last exercise is a very simple exercise that helps to eliminate some of what a lot of people do in the gym. Many people, they work on this show position. Everything in front here. You know, the guys that work out and they do their biceps, they work out and they do their chest, and they don't work their back as much as they're supposed to. Or maybe you're holding that cell phone and you're curling yourself down like this. Maybe it's you're in front of your computer and you're hunching forward. Well, here's the simple thing. We're going to take this little piece of tubing and we're going to use this to work the muscles that we need to engage. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this tubing And when we hold on to it, our palms are going to be up, our thumbs are going to be pointed outwardly. We're going to take and we're going to pull our shoulders back. I know most of us sit here like this all day. So what we're going to do is we're going to be pulling our shoulders back. Our elbows should be tucked in right behind our rib cage. At which point, we're going to go ahead and we are just simply going to gently bring our arms, our hands out. And what you're going to feel is you're going to feel two very different things. You're going to feel a stretch up here in this rotator cuff, in this upper chest area. And you're going to feel a tightness between your shoulder blades as you're pulling those muscles back, as you're forcing your shoulder blades to come together. Those two things are happening at the same time with this exercise. What a wonderful thing. We get to stretch out the front, open our chest out and up where it's supposed to be, and we get to work the muscles between the shoulder blades, which oftentimes will lead to shoulder problems, rotator cuff problems, ton of neck and upper back issues. I love the fact that regardless of who you are, you're capable of doing these exercises, whether they need to be modified slightly, whether they need to be scaled up slightly. But the great thing is each and every one of you are capable of starting with these three very simple exercises to help increase your flexibility and improve your posture. Now, if you're a patient at the Limerick Chiropractic Center and you don't have one of these pieces of band, what you're going to do on your very next visit is you're going to come in, you're going to ask for one. In fact, I'm going to encourage you, if you have children at home, if you have a spouse at home that hasn't gotten checked yet, well, the first thing is make sure they get checked. The second thing, make sure they watch this video and start using one of these bands. We'll make sure that we send another band home with you so that they have one also that they can use for themselves. As always, I ask you to do three things with this video. Number one, I want you to like this. It helps to make sure that this information gets out to more people in our community. Number two, I want you to leave me a comment. What one of those exercises maybe you weren't aware of? What one of those exercises are you going to start doing right away? Number three is I want you to share this information. Regardless of who you are, regardless of your community, if you're a chiropractic patient here in Limerick, or maybe you're just watching this video for the very first time, gathering information, I want you to make sure you share this information with your Facebook friends so others can learn from your experience. I'm Dr. Joseph Baker from the Limerick Chiropractic Center.